Babbitt tells me he and his wife and we are here in Ocean Beach because this is where Aaron Babbitt tells me he and his wife, Ashley Babbitt, have lived for about the last 3.5 years. He says she is a Lakeside native, a military veteran, and was in Washington, D.C. to meet up with friends and take part in that demonstration. Authorities have not identified her yet as the woman shot inside the Capitol, but Babbitt tells me he is certain it is his wife.
I sent her a text. Clearly, it's within a half hour of the point of her dying, but I sent her a text saying, "Hey, can I get a status check?" And I never heard back from her.
Aaron Babbitt says his wife, 35-year-old Ashley Babbitt, is the woman shot inside the Capitol just after 2:45 Wednesday when the building was breached. He shared several photos of his wife, including one of her when a demonstration in support of President Trump was just getting underway. Hours later, he says he watched coverage unfold on the news and subsequently saw what he says was his wife shot and dying on the screen.
She didn't have any weapons on her. I don't know why she had to die in the people's house. That's our house. That's everybody's house. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. I don't know why she had to die inside the house. I saw the pictures. I had to see the pictures of my wife dying on the news.
The Metropolitan Police Department said late Wednesday one woman was shot by Capitol Police and taken to an area hospital where she died. The department said it would be withholding her name until notifying family. Babbitt says Ashley is a San Diego native who served in the Air Force and D.C. National Guard for a total of 14 years.
She loved her country and she was doing what she thought was right to support her country and joining up with people, like-minded people that also love their president and their country. And, she was voicing her opinion and she got killed for it.
The last time we spoke with Aaron Babbitt, he said the authorities in Washington, D.C. still had not contacted.
Point of her dying, but I sent her a
text. Well, by the way, interesting ink on that husband. Anybody in the chat room recognize any of this symbolism on old dude's arm here? I'm getting a black sun feeling of whatever that wheel thing is right there with a B in it. If any one of you recognize what it is, just let me know. I have a whole lot of feelings of, I don't even know what. I don't know, man. I have a whole lot of feelings on this. The thing that I don't like, though, is that the same people who every 5 or 6 days they're tweeting about Tamir Rice, George Floyd, say their names, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, say their names, right? You have to have compassion you have to value human life, right? But this happens to somebody who's on the opposite of the political spectrum for them. And, there are jokes, they got jokes for her. They got jokes for her. What's the thing here? Because if you just search Ashley Babbitt, the right, for example, they'll have stuff, commemorating her, stuff like that. But a human being just died. So a human being just died, and this is how the left reacts. How Ashley Babbitt thought it was gonna go, right? So they're Karen jokes, and granted, the clickbait title that I used for the stream is geared towards that, so you'll forgive that on my part at least. I'm not celebrating, this woman's passing, but people who are supposedly on my side and in my community, right, black and brown, they're celebrating, this woman getting gunned down. Now, the thing is, she was not committing any crimes. There's nothing of value. That's the other thing. What is of value in that building? What is of value in that building? They don't have nuclear launch codes. They don't have national security documents. There's nothing. It's everything in that building is ceremonial. The people are outside. They want to breach the place. I'm sure you have evacuation protocols. Follow the evacuation protocols. Get all the officials out of there. Vice president, the representatives, et cetera, et cetera. Get them out of there and let the people have the building. The building belongs to the people anyway. The buildings don't belong to you. It doesn't belong to the representatives, the officials. The people's tax dollars, the taxpayers own that building, and the taxpayers are outside. Let them in. Let them in and let them have. I think what this is. I think what this is are people who are venting. Hold on one second. I'm shocked some of you are awake at this time. Let me. Who's here? Yeah, see, some people are saying good in the comment section. Come on, man. Kilo, what up, Kilo? Some people are saying good. No, that's not good. No, it's not good. Please disregard the clickbait title that I put on there. I couldn't resist. What she did was some Karen shit. I ain't even gonna lie. She did some Karen shit, because that's a Karen move right there. Can you imagine a black guy trying to do that? Like, police are saying, move back, and instead of moving back, they're trying to go over the barricade in the room. Nah, that's some Karen shit. And she caught a bullet for it. She caught a whole bullet. And the thing is, if we're gonna celebrate this woman dying, though, we can't say anything about when be a minute. Let me pin the StreamYard link here. Hopefully this works. Pinning. There you go. You pin the StreamYard link. Yeah. So again, what I don't like is hypocrisy. I'm not a fan of it. Caitlin Bennett. Now, if anyone follows Caitlin Bennett, she's a far right personality on Twitter. She's got, I gotta say that the extreme right has been weaponizing their women as of late. And as of late, I mean by the last 10 years, probably. The last 10 years, they've been weaponizing their women. They know sex sells. And whenever they have a physically attractive woman in their ranks, they put them on the forefront. You got your Caitlin Bennett, you got your Candace Owens. Let me see. You got your Cassandra Fairbanks and stuff like that. Not to say that these are all super right-wing people, but they're kind of like on the right wing of the political spectrum, and so that branch of it kind of puts them forward. And Caitlin Bennett is kind of like a Trump supporter with guns. Those things are not synonymous, by the way. There are people who are anti-gun and pro-Trump. See, I can't even. Wow, man. This is awful. Hold on. Kilo Cortez, comic. We are asking how we doing. Not good. What happened to her? Kilo Cortez. What happened to her is she went full Karen inside that Capitol building. All right. Most people, like that Viking dude. I don't know if you guys saw that Viking dude. He made it in there and he was sitting on Nancy Pelosi's chair or something like that. But I think the police officers who, oh man, police training, that's another thing. Please remind me in the comment section to touch on that later, right? there's a Venn diagram, if that's the proper term. There's a Venn diagram of fucked up going on here between bad police training, disregard for human life in this country, and people's voices being ignored by the elites. And in the intersection of all those things, you have what happened today. You have what happened today. That's what this is. How many times, whether you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump, right? Let me do a diagram of that shit. Okay, so you got see, this is a problem when you have an artist doing live streams. These things tend to happen. And so you're just going to have to put up with it. Hold on. If anyone wants to jump on here, that's fine. I put the StreamYard link up. Okay, so we got bad police training, which everybody complains about, right? Because there's no good guy in this case. Everybody's a moron. At this point where we're at, 2021, everyone's a moron. Everybody. Right wing, left wing, we're all idiots. All of us. So I don't want anybody coming in here. Why does that say John Sutton in my thing? Give me a minute. That's one of my characters. Hold on one second. Let me edit name. It is Comic Apocalypse. Boom. All right. So now we're good to go. You got bad police training. Let me go with blue on this one. Boom. People's voices ignored. I sound like Bane. Take it. It's yours. Then, let me see, we got boom, boom. Let's bring that right here. Let's bring this up here. And let's go with, what was the other thing I said? Let's see, bad police training, people's voices ignored. Anybody remember what I mentioned left? Because I'm doing this on the fly, so I don't remember everything I said. All right, bad police training, people's voices ignored, and give me a minute. I'll come back to it later. Right? So people on the left, when the year started, went on a tear with these protests. George Floyd, he lost his life, under that cop's knee. Ahmaud Arbery, whether you believe he was jogging or not, he lost his life out there in Georgia, and what looks like a legit lynching, if you ask me, right? All those things. Breonna Taylor, no matter what it was that she was actually doing, she didn't deserve to die, right? She was out there and she got killed in forgot what state it was. She got shot in her bed naked, right? When these things happen, the left are up in arms and they bray and scream about lack of compassion, a lack of respect for human life. That's what it was. See, if I knew if I worked through it, I'd probably get to it right here. Lack of Boom. Respect. For human life. That's what happened. That's what happened. RBG. Let's do a yellow here instead. All right. That's what happened. You see this right here? That's how a Venn diagram works. Boom. If I remember my schooling properly. Those of you who are still in school, don't jump down my neck about it if I got this diagram wrong or how it works. Bunch of assholes. All right. This is where we are. 2021, this is where we are. That's why Ashley Babbitt, and that's her name, right? That's why Ashley Babbitt's dead. This is where we are. This is where we are. Bad police training. The cop, and you can look for the video yourself. I'm not gonna do that right now. You can look for the video yourself of when Karen caught the bullet. They barricaded the doors. There was one cop left behind, and Karen went, like, people were falling back. There were I'm gonna call them journalists, even though they're Trump supporters with cameras. For me, that's what a journalist is now. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust any of the media journalists now. I don't trust them. So for me, I get my news from people with boots on the ground. Normal people with boots on the ground, right? That's where I get my news now. If you're out there, you have a cell phone, you have a camera, you have a Nikon, whatever it happens to be, you are my journalist. So upload that stuff on YouTube or whatever, and hopefully without you narrating anything, because that's part of the problem with normal journalists from the media now. They don't show the news anymore. They tell you what the news is instead of showing you. Like, how many times have you seen footage on TV of something that maybe it's people coming out of a store when there's a hurricane, and the journalist gets to decide whether it's foraging for food or looting? That ever happened to you? So anyway, inside there we have Trump supporters with video cameras, and we have police flanking, right? So police are coming up the stairs, and there are police behind the barricade on the opposite side. So basically, the police have the protesters in a pincer's grip or pincer move, right? So police have barricaded on the left, and police are coming up the stairs on the right, you know, to kind of box in the protesters that have breached the building. And once in there, the protesters were climbing the barricade to try to get inside the left side. And the police that's behind the left side are saying, hey, back away, back away, back away. And Ashley Babbitt, again, she should not have died, but Ashley Babbitt went full Karen and figures they're not gonna shoot me. I'm a white woman. What was it in the Boondocks? Wait a minute. I'm white, right? So that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what happened. This is where we are. You're behind your police, and you're behind a barricade already. The people want to come in. See, your bad police you're badly trained police. You're behind a barricade. The people whose voices have been ignored for the last 3 or 4 years. All right, whether that's the left who want Trump out of there, and whether that's the right who want Trump to stay in there. Every time the people voice their concerns or their woes, the people in charge and the media gaslight them, call them names. They always got names for you. No matter what you say, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, the media's got names for you. The media's got names for you. And a lack of respect for human life is it comes with bad police training, right? I mean, it goes hand in hand with bad police training and ignoring the voices of people. If they don't respect your life, why would they respect your voice, right? That's where we are. That's why she got shot. That's where she got shot. Sexualized Bane. But let me. That's what happened, Kilo. That's what happened. And she's saying good to me. All right, 1 second. Let me go here and see. The other thing is the right-wing media. Hold on. Here's what Caitlin Bennett said. Caitlin Bennett said DC police murdered a veteran in cold blood today, but there won't be any vigils for her like George Floyd. She won't have a plaza dedicated to her. My bad, had to sneeze. Got me some non-corona related afflictions, aka allergies. DC police, Caitlin Bennett says, DC police murdered a veteran in cold blood today, but there won't be any vigils for her like George Floyd. She won't get a plaza dedicated to her. She won't even have her name mentioned on the White House floor and given a moment of silence. Never forget what they did to Ashley Babbitt. I agree and I disagree, Caitlin. One, what I don't agree with is you bringing up George Floyd's name. He has nothing to do with this. I'll get you using it as an example, but why throw shade at one dead person on behalf of another dead person? Don't do that. Don't do it. Clown tweets. If you're crying over Ashley Babbitt catching a bullet, yes, she did catch a bullet while storming the Capitol, but didn't care about Tamir, then fuck your perception of the world. Who cares if she stormed the Capitol? There's nothing of value in there. It's a bunch of old white people sitting down in chairs in a big fucking circle talking shit. The real decisions don't get made there. After they made the decision elsewhere behind their doors or wherever the fuck they make it, right? These elites, then they come on the showroom floor of the Capitol building, and then they tell you what they've decided. Decisions don't actually get made there. They're lying to you if you and you're lying to yourself if you think they do. So there's no reason why this woman died. No reason at all, aside from her Karenness and bad police training. Nicholas J. Fuentes, who has said a lot of real greasy stuff about black people and Hispanic people, despite his last name. R.I.P. Ashley Babbitt. I agree. Rest in peace. She should not have died. Look, well, you see Mike Pence here giving a arm bump to a police person. Look at them hanging out. When did this happen? I don't know when these photos were taken and in what context. Who killed Air Force veteran Ashley Babbitt in Congress today? I want to know. America must be told. It doesn't matter which cop. They're all badly trained. So, okay, here you go. Sebastian Gorka, DRG, whatever that suffix is. Um, Sebastian, who cares who actually shot the bullet? Your police training shot her. You trained police to shoot first, ask questions later. That's what you train them to do. So, like, who cares? Who cares who? So now, after this cop's been badly trained and been conditioned to devalue the lives of any human without a uniform on, now you're gonna ruin that cop's life. Was it his fault or how we trained him and how we conditioned them to devalue human life? I don't understand it. Like this is why I did not vote this election cycle, and I didn't do anything supportive for any political party, because everybody is out their motherfucking minds. Everybody lost it. In an effort to break the cycle here, because what happens when black people get killed, right? Here's what happens when black people get killed. And for to the right wingers who don't like that I'm about to say this, tough titty. All right, tough titty. You don't like it, that's fine. But Ashley Babbitt got treated like a black man today. That's how she got treated. She thought, hey, I'm a white woman. No one's gonna shoot me. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And the badly trained police who is protecting a building with nothing of value in it, because those officials should have been out of there already. You mean to tell me there's no back parking lot to that building that they could have hurry them out of there in their barrack in their in their motorcades? Really? Come on, man. Stop playing games. And let's say they couldn't get out of that building. There's no bunker down there? You mean to tell me that multi-billion-dollar building has no protective bunker for whatever dignitaries might be visiting or litigating in there? There's no bunker that's like near impenetrable? Those people who are storming the place, they've been ignored, right? Just like the left has been ignored too. It's all about people, right? No matter what side of the spectrum they're on, being ignored. So those people, how long? For the past 4 years, right? Since Trump took office, for the past 4 years, how many times has Trump held a rally and the media gaslights and insults those people who showed up there, right? So imagine you're supporting your political candidate. Forget that it's Trump. If you hate Trump, that's fine. Forget that it's Trump. Let's say you're just there to support your political candidate, whoever that happens to be. That person shows up, you show up, and there's thousands of you, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, thousands of you, and you fill up the venue, the arena, the park, whatever that happens to be. You fill that up. And you know what the media does? The media takes a snapshot of when maybe 30 of you showed up, right? Those of you showed up early. They take a snapshot with their little helicopters up there when it's only 30 of you who showed up with your little hot dogs and your sodas, right? And who got there first, right? Like in the AM, like maybe 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And in the evening or in the mid-evening, like 4 or 5 o'clock, when everyone shows up and it's like 5,000-10,000 people, they don't take that picture. So then the media hops onto their little cameras, they're on their sessions, and they show the photo of when 30 of you showed up and said, ha, 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 look what so-and-so's rally brought up. 30 whole people showed, like, and so those people who they know what really happened and they showed up, And they were there with among their 4,000 colleagues, chanting that political candidate's name, right, in full support of them. And then those people go home, and then they look on TV and see you lie and ridicule them. Forget that it's Trump. Just think about it's any political candidate that you support, and this happened to you. You don't think 4 years of that shit will get people infuriated? And I don't mean just that shit. They do other things too. Like they'll have interviewers from the media go into the crowds, right? And interview people and talk to them, ask them different kinds of questions. And they will pick the most backwoods, cousin fucking, toothless, southern drawl, ZZ Top looking motherfucker. And they'll put him. They'll be like, well, Trump supporter says that the virus won't travel from person to person if you say your prayers at night. So, okay, now you had all those people there, and you pick those people. You pick that toothless, Hills Have Eyes dude, and then you paint the entire constituency that showed up with that one brush. So you got the size thing, making fun of the size of the people who show up and making euphemisms for the candidate's penis size. I'm sure you guys remember that. And then you have the misrepresentation. You take one toothless idiot and then you paint the entire crowd with that. Among other things that the media and the elites have been doing to those people. Forget that it's Trump. Just imagine it's you. You don't think those people will be infuriated right now? And the thing that I screamed at, I can't put the video up because they'll strike down my little channel, my little nothing channel. They're that petty, yes. Who was it? The Young Turk. Oh, Kilo. Hold on, I'll add you on, Kilo. Let me finish this thought, Kilo. So you have that happening, right? And so how many times has the media gaslighted Trump supporters? And so you have that happening, and you have that happening. And when something like this occurs, if you go to the Young Turks channel, you'll see them saying thousands of Trump supporters. Wait. No. Now there are thousands of Trump supporters? I thought his crowd was small before. Didn't you say his crowd was small before? That it's a handful of toothless toothless rednecks, that those are the only people who support him? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say it was racist twits from backwoods Louisiana, Georgia, Texas or whatever? Didn't you say that? So all of a sudden you agree that it's hundreds of thousands of them, right? Kilo, you could come back on. Where you going? Let me when we come back on, I'll put you on. Now you agree, right? Like it boggles my mind. How small is this crowd now? How small is this crowd now? And again, forget that it's Trump supporters and forget that it's Trump. Because I don't support anybody right now. For me, anyway, I don't support anybody right now. Because this whole thing's become a shit show. This whole thing's become a shit show. I mean, I think that's all I got. Except that in order to, in an effort to break the cycle of, of this left and right thing, I'm gonna go ahead and give Ashley Babbitt's message so that we know that it was a human being. All right. Let me. She she made a vid. This is heartbreaking. She makes videos, right? And she made a video before. I don't know if it's right before she went over, but here's Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace. Where's our sound? Get our sound going. We come here.
Hello and happy Friday to all of my Americans. I know that there's a ton to talk about on the political spectrum, but I just want to spend some time talking about this border security issue and this meeting with Schumer and Pelosi this week regarding the border security issue. So I've said before that I live about 15 minutes from the Tijuana border, and so this is something that I really take personally because I can see the effects and I can see the negative impacts and what is actually going on here. And so Pelosi and Schumer get in the office and they don't want the media there, which of course they don't, because that would require transparency and honesty. And we all know that they're not on that program. But I wanted to ask, as someone who is a Californian, to all of my politicians, from Duncan Hunter to Mr. Lou up north, who clearly has a problem with free speech because that's normal, to Feinstein, to Pelosi, to Kamala Harris, to everybody. At what point are the citizens in your state and your districts going to matter to you? I often wonder this, because every single year that we have elections, you guys raise our taxes and you tell us that you're going to fix the border and that you're going to tackle this drug problem that, by the way, is coming over the border in droves, that you are refusing to acknowledge or even admit that we do need the wall, even though, again, I find it extremely perplexing that all of you voted on wall funding plenty of times in the past. So it's like a little strange to me. Nothing to see here. But I want my politicians to start coming down here and telling me that my reality is a lie. I want them to start telling me that the homelessness that you see every day isn't a problem, and the drugs aren't a problem, and what's going on at the border isn't a problem. They are still trying to paint this migrant caravan as full of women and children because that's what the media is pushing. But let me tell you right now, the border is an absolute shit show. People that live in Mexico that work in America are having problems getting here. There is riots, there's arrests, there's rapes, there's drugs, there's outcries, there are tons of issues, there are abandoned kids, people are sick, and yet we still are trying to perpetuate, in the media, they are trying to perpetuate this migrant caravan filled with women and children. So again, I want to ask my politicians to come down here and tell me that what is going on isn't happening. Convince me.
Right. So that was Ashley Babbitt, who made the you don't think it all might be a setup? You know what? That's a very good point. That's a very good point, Jane, Kilo. This does seem orchestrated, like somebody's pulling strings behind all this stuff. But whether it's a setup or not, I think someone lost their life and stuff like that. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. For someone behind someone died, and it's not just her, by the way. She's one person. I think four other people died. But whether it's a setup or not, this woman lost her life, and I think we have to humanize her, because the media, most of whom are left-leaning, the media are not putting a voice, they're not putting a face, a name, and a voice to her. I had to find the name on Twitter because the people like Young Turks and others, they wouldn't cover this. I mean, they covered that someone got shot, whatever, but they, up until like maybe a few videos ago, because they've done like maybe 10 videos on it at this point, but up until a few videos ago, they wouldn't put her name out there. And then when they saw, in my opinion, when they saw that the collective zeitgeist of the internet put the woman's name out there, like, look, say her name, say her name, then they did it. Then they went ahead and said her name. Okay. So I think that's the reason why I played the video, so that everyone, whether you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro Biden, anti-Biden, right? Anti-Biden sounds like some sort of medicine. Anti-Biden. Hold on, Kilo. There you go, Kilo. What's going on, man? Can you hear me, Kilo? Kilo, your mic is muted. You're probably speaking, but your mic is muted.
My bad.
There you go. What's going on, Kilo? You watching this craziness that's going on, bro?
Yeah, it's fucked up, yo. Yo, you don't think it's all set up, man? I think it's all set up, bro.
Yeah, like it looks like some orchestrated shit. I'll give you that. Like it's like I said, man. There's nothing of value in that building, and if there is, that's not what the people are there for. I don't give a fuck what's in that building that they think is valuable, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's say there's some secret documents or anything in that building that might be of importance. Like, let's say some relic or artifact, like maybe George Washington's nuts or some shit. Nobody's there for that shit. They're there because you guys have ignored them for the past 4 years.
No, and not just that, bro. I found it strange that it, hey, I mean, I've never seen people up in the Capitol steps. Everyone knows what the fuck's up, bro. That nothing happens there. Everyone knows this. It's not a secret, man.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know this is a child.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm. This ain't no secret. I'm from the fucking streets, bro. I don't know much shit, but I do know nothing's handled there. You know what I mean?
No, nothing get handled there. They come there to tell you what they've decided.
That's like that fairy tale that the president has the authority to press a button,
right?
Next to his desk.
Come on, man! Like, these people think they like,
bro.
These people are living in some sort of fantasy world where this shit makes sense, yo. They live in some sort of fantasy world.
You know, if it was against the law to even be there, man, there would have been like guards, fucking shooters, warnings, all kinds of shit, bro. That was set up. I saw that. I didn't even know about the shooting. My pops, he's for Trump. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with Biden. I don't care for either one of them.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck. But all I'm saying is, I saw it. I didn't know about the shooting until right now when I was with you. And I was hoping, I said, I hope this dude's on, because you're like so far my favorite one. I hope this dude's on. And now you weren't on. So anyway, I was gonna lay down. I saw you on, and you're talking about just that, and I'm like, oh, fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. I saw that, bro, and I thought something's wrong. I swear, bro, I saw something's wrong. I've never seen people on the steps acting so like if they're in Madrigal, have you been to Rome?
No, I haven't been to Rome, but I know about Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Okay, well, the one in Rome, they prance around anywhere, everywhere, wearing a little mask, and they just act stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also in Italy. But anyways, I mean in France. But anyways, they dude, it just seemed weird, bro. I don't know if I have this. Okay, so that you just feel something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I thought, I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna remember this.
And you had a premonition.
Yeah, I get those sometimes, and I did. And I'm like, and right now when I saw you talking about it, I was like, oh fuck, what a trip. No idea that happened.
Yeah, because look, I had gone on. I went on Twitter so I could check up on what's new and stuff like that. I kind of do that, and I saw this whole thing with a woman got shot, and I had heard that a woman got shot during the thing, and to show you how the media can control how people feel, they neglected to put a name, face, and voice to her. So that disconnection worked on me where, oh, some woman got shot. So I didn't feel connected to it. Then I looked into it more. I'm like, okay, this is a
Bro,
human being. Yeah, yeah.
right, bro. See that's why you're fucking awesome, bro. You say shit that we're thinking. You know what I'm saying? I swear to you, bro. This is the shit that we're thinking. This is the shit I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
shit in life that we think, but we don't say out loud. And we could say, "Oh, well, I was thinking that. I was gonna say that." No one was gonna say it. You weren't gonna fucking. None of us really caught on to it. Only someone that you're the one that says it. You're the one that's thinking it. You're the one that says it. I mean, it might have just gone through our minds, because we're not fucking stupid as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't actually know, and you got it, bro. I mean, it's exactly right, bro.
Yeah, like
That
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean they treat us like we're stupid anyway. Like the other thing is you ever have like I don't know if you're pro. I mean, where on the spectrum do you fall? Like Republican, Democrat? Where on the spectrum do you fall?
Oh man, bro, I fall on the people for the people. I don't believe in that Republican and all that.
I
I
hear
just
that.
some have a good thing, some have
Yeah,
bad things, and
yeah,
if you're gonna have it like that, we're a communist party. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're either
That's
for or
yep.
against. So they just fucked us up right there, bro. Before
Yeah.
it was you had the liberty to believe what you wanted. Now you're
Mhm.
shamed if you want, or you're shamed if you're not the other. But you
Yep.
gotta be one or both, or you're not none at all, right?
Yep.
So that's what happened to America. So that's not my America.
Like
I'm just waiting for war, bro. I mean, the day comes, I just start blasting fools. I'm gonna die, bro. We're all gonna die. It's
well,
I don't mean it.
I
I
hope
don't mean
not.
it, but I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna die protecting people that I love, and
Hmm.
that's all humankind, bro.
Yep.
It's not just my family. I mean, all human. Like,
Yeah, well, see that's the whole division thing that they try to push on us too. Like we're supposed to see. I want to point out also that the cameras that are not, people's cell phones on the ground or whatever, I'll bet you those media cameras will put the emphasis only on the white people on that crowd because if
oh right,
they won't show
yeah.
the Hispanics, the black people who were.
No, they'll show that one white person that's either smiling at a tree or smiling at something else, or maybe that
Mhm.
redneck that's so fucking stupid as
Yep.
fuck doesn't know that his comment is gonna be you know it's gonna be shot out throughout the world, and then next thing you know he's like apologizing like a dumbass.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro, exactly. I mean, we've already seen this played out, bro. The world knows how it plays out. It's what I don't understand, man. What's their agenda? Where can it go from here? We already know that they're just they're picking and choosing people out of the fucking group.
Hmm.
They don't represent at all the majority of Americans, white, right? Because there's a lot of white good people, a lot of white
Yep.
good white people. Sorry, it's a lot of good white people. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been in the system, in and out of the system, so I can honestly say there's a lot of good white people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They weren't racist
Absolutely.
against me. They were just doing their job, dude. I broke the fucking
Yeah.
law. You know?
Absolutely. You know, when we take away like the uniforms, you're just dealing with a human being, and they don't want you to feel that. All this, let's defund police. You ever notice the guys or the people who are saying let's defund police are the
Are they
people who
criminals?
well I don't know if it's the criminals, but they're people who don't necessarily need police. Like the like for example
They're
the people.
criminals.
Yeah, no, look. Um, for example, the people who are saying, "Hey, give get rid of all your guns." Why do you need guns? The anti-gun people. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
yeah, so those celebrities who are saying that they don't need guns. No, they have armed bodyguards to when they go back to their mansions, and then they just leave you in your
Oh,
home.
right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
Those
Yeah,
people.
it's like the riots when we had them in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
They he thought about going to Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah.
No fucking way. My homeboy told me they had it all guarded, bro. They were like I don't know. They just said I figured so I didn't push the issue. But
Mhm.
yeah, we would have stormed Beverly Hills, bro. They'll drive all that bullshit too, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But no, they were man. They were protected by the fucking National Guard and all kinds of shit, bro. Ain't
Yep.
nobody getting that multi-billion, trillion-dollar motherfucking little society they got there, man.
I'll tell you, bro. These these media types, whether that's actors and producers and directors or the news people, they're the ones responsible for all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they
They're the
are,
ones
bro.
responsible for all this stuff because we're just trying to live out here. Sorry, man. I'm just um eating something. It's just I got on here because I was steaming, man.
I,
I,
I, I
I
can
was.
I can see that, bro. You were fucking fired up, bro. You were, yeah. We were just saying hi to each other on the comments.
Yeah.
How you feel? Yeah, oh, good, good. How about you? Good, good. Oh, that's good. And you're like, no, none of this is good.
Yeah, yeah.
You're all
I
going
thought.
off on
Yeah,
us,
I
yo.
thought.
None of this is good, you
Yeah, my bad, yo.
motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
damn,
my
bro.
bad. No, I thought you
No,
know.
no, it's all good, dude.
Yeah,
I love that passion, bro. I love that passion, bro. Your issues are fucking, what we ought to be talking about, bro.
mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because look, we're in 2021. We were supposed to leave all this divisive stuff in 2020, yo. Morning comic. Hey, Morena. Hold on, Morena. You put your comment up. Morning, Moreno. And we're supposed to leave all those things behind, man, in 2020. It's not supposed to be like this. We're supposed to be moving forward. But we have people who benefit from divisiveness. They benefit from dividing us, man. And this woman's like, she's outright dead, man. Like,
Dude,
it's yeah, it's just fucking me up.
what you just played right now when um she was like, that shit's sad, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you got feedback on your mic, by the way. But that's just fucking me up because she's a veteran too. If you caught my last live stream where I had Dr. Laura on here, you know how I feel about like our people, and by our people I mean human beings.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but I know that now.
Mhm.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I, I don't like when they send out people, and by they I mean these media elites and these official elites and these media people send our folks over to another country to die, and then like they tell us what the news is about those people. Meanwhile, the reality is, those people come back mentally messed up, or they lost their legs or their arms or something like that, if they come back at all. And it's like I don't like that. I don't support. I support our veterans. I don't support the wars that. What are we guys talking about? More
Yeah,
Reyes?
like, hi, hey, but what's up, Morena? Is that to see Morena?
Morena Reyes. Hold on. Morena, we're talking about the lady who died. She's either four people. She's either one of four people, or she and four people died. But people died in that Capitol building takeover. That Capitol building takeover, which was more symbolic than anything. And my point, many one of my many points, Morena. Let me show you the Venn diagram I made here. There's an epidemic in this country of consisting of three things, right? One, am I even showing my thing? Let me see. Add that to the stream. All right, Morena. My point After this woman died, my point is there's an epidemic in this country consisting of three things. If you've ever seen a Venn diagram, it's three things, and then the intersection of those three things is where we are, right? So you got bad police training that's responsible for the death of George Floyd. No matter if he had fentanyl in his system, you ain't gonna tell me that it's the fentanyl who killed him, because he was perfectly alive when he was walking around with fentanyl. You didn't get off his neck. He was at fault for being high and for, I don't know if I haven't seen the other video footage of
you know about that. Can I just
yeah go ahead, bro.
As a criminal, and I mean, I'm not trying.
Your sound got cut away, bud. Where you at? Oh, the criminals got him. Criminals got him. Oh, let me add him back in. Hey, Kilo.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have been talking shit, yo. The criminals got you. I paid the ransom. You, I.
No. I just say about George Floyd. I'm just telling it like it is as a criminal. Okay, this is a fact. Even you would do this if you were a cop. You'd be wise to do this. If not, you'd be a dead man. I swear to you, you'd be played like a vile fucking land, bro. I play you. Anybody I know would play you. You remember the moment he said, "I can't breathe"?
Yeah.
And he was standing up. He was standing up. They got him out of the car. He's like, "Oh man, I can't breathe. Don't take me away. I can't breathe." And they're like, "Come on, dude." Like he was using it as an excuse at that moment. He did suffer from a breathing thing. We found that out later.
Mm-hmm.
But remember that when he first used it, it was like, "Man, what the fuck you doing, bro?" You know what I mean? Like,
okay, so no. But here's the thing. Right? Whether he's doing that or not, it's sort of like when you're a kid. I don't know if you have children yet. I don't have children yet, but I helped raise a niece and nephew, like they were mine. So technically, I kind of have that experience. A kid could give you wolf stories as much as they want. You ever heard of the boy who cried wolf?
oh yeah.
A kid could give you wolf stories all day long, all they want. But every time they tell you the wolf story, you'd better take them seriously, because that one time that, they're telling the truth could be the time when, you don't believe them. Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Yeah, no, okay.
No, it could be the time. Hold on, let me finish. Could be the time you don't believe them, and then that time you don't believe them is when that was real, and they've been telling wolf stories. I got it. But so if a citizen tells you they don't, and by the way, even as a conservative, I don't do the thing where I call people criminals and that's their identity. You committed a crime, right? But at the moment that you and I are encountering one another, that crime is in the past. You have a clean slate until you fuck up the clean slate. Until you fuck up the clean slate, you feel me?
That sounds beautiful, bro. If you lived in Mayberry,
no. I understand.
I swear to you, I'm not trying to be fucked up.
No. I understand that. And I understand your point of view.
That mentality would get you used, and I hate that I know.
I muted myself to sneeze. I don't know if that affects you. Your connective. Hello. Is that me happening or you? You keep getting disconnected.
I think it just started happening.
You have a spotty connection? You on a cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming now.
Yeah, but go ahead. You were saying that mentality will get me used.
That mentality, bro. I hate that I have it. I swear, like I'm looking back now, like where I'm thinking, like you're talking about so many good things, like a good way of thinking. Like when I was a little kid, I used to see cops, and I used to want them to have that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they don't, bro. If I tell you I can't breathe, like
Uh-huh.
that, you know, I'm trying to get you to move the cuffs off me, or trying to loosen your grip, it's
Yeah.
because I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna hurt you. I
Okay.
have hurt cops. A
Oh,
lot of my friends have.
okay. But
And
here's the thing, Kilo. Here's the thing. Those cuffs had nothing to do with his breathing. They were on his neck. The knee was on his neck. The man tells you he can't
yeah,
breathe. There's nothing wrong with taking your knee off his neck, and you know this.
yeah, no, I'm saying that at the point, he lied.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he lied.
Right.
Okay, I've done that. And I don't have a breathing problem. I don't have nothing wrong with my arm. I usually
Yeah, yeah.
say
You know you're putting one over on him. I got it.
yeah. So and then when you're gonna, even in the county jail or anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
you try to get the upper hand, and as soon as the cop has that sympathy, we're psychotic in the West Coast, and I'm not giving it props, not at all. I swear to you, not at all. Not when I was a kid, maybe. Now it's just disgusting, but we take advantage of good. If you try to be nice, if you try to loosen the cuffs, if you try to give me two cuffs because I said my right shoulder is fucked up and I just can't, if anything like that, we're a criminal fucking I don't know how. I know you live in a good world. I can tell you live in a good world. I don't want to mess up this dude's you know George Floyd's memory, but I understand why they kept their foot on his back after he had already, I can't breathe, and they're like, dude, we just cuffed you. That's all we did. No, but I need, and he's like, they're like, you were just in there where there's no, where you should have been a phobia. You know what I mean?
Kilo. We all saw the video. Is cuffing them all they did, Kilo? You want to see the video again?
No, no, no. I'm talking about when he first said, "I can't breathe,
Yeah,
bro."
that's fine. That's fine. He could be lying then, but is he lying
Yeah,
now
no,
under that
no.
knee?
Okay, no,
Yeah,
but
under
yeah,
that
that's
knee,
the
you remove
problem.
the
Was he
knee.
lying? Was he lying when he was late? No, I'm not. I don't agree with that. That what they did was right. Not at all, bro.
Look,
Oh no,
look, look,
I should just
look.
drop this. Oh
No,
no,
no, no. Look.
they should have because they're assholes, bro. They do. I'll tell you this. At a time when you finally when you get to your balls, when you get to their balls, to their nerves or whatever,
Uh-huh.
they will, the more you complain, they'll stick their knee right to your back, right, and it'll
Mhm.
keep you from breathing. Sometimes he
Okay.
suffered a breathing problem. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't think it came from his throat, but it came from the position he was in. Because I've been in those. It feels like they put a sledgehammer up to your back, to your lungs.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, the more you complain, the more you get.
Oh, the criminals got him. Let me wait. Let me wait for him to pop back up. Yo, you're still muted. You're muted, bud. Kilo, you're muted.
No, bro,
There you go.
didn't know what you were talking about, bro. Let me just say, I agree with the George Floyd thing. Yeah, cops they tend to put more pressure on your back. The more you complain, the
Uh,
more pain they're gonna.
you think that's good?
No, hell no, bro. I've gotten beat up for not letting them in my home, bro. I mean, swear to God, I've gotten like with my feet like over the balcony. I haven't been no angel, bro, but I mean over the balcony where they've had me by my feet and threatening to kill me.
Hmm. Oh my God, this guy. Um, can you get to a laptop or something, Kilo? Kilo, get to a laptop or something. Kilo, can you get to a laptop or something? Because your phone's gonna cut.
Yeah, let me see. Let me try to see if I don't think they're gonna be able to hear me on my laptop. Though. But let me see. If not, at least I'll be able to hear you. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, try to get to a laptop. But yeah, Morena Reyes.
Yeah,
What?
but keep talking about it. We're listening, bro.
Okay, no problem. My issue with the George Floyd thing is, if and I heard this a lot before too, that he was faking when he was already saying I can't breathe before he was on the floor, therefore he was faking. Okay, well, if while he was standing he said he can't breathe, when he's on the floor and he said he can't breathe, and you have your knee on his neck, you want to remove your knee off his neck, because you know what, that could be him telling you the truth. I can't breathe. You have to respect human life. I'm pretty sure, even though he's a criminal, he pays taxes. Because even Al Capone paid taxes, or he stopped paying taxes. That's why they finally got him. Was it Al Capone? One of these mobsters. They finally got him, and it was never for killing. It was for not paying taxes. So even criminals are careful to pay their taxes. You don't cross the IRS. You can cross the ATF. You can cross the FBI. You can cross any of the other alphabet officials. You don't cross the IRS. Uh, to go back to Morena, bad police training, right? Lack of respect for human life, and people's voices being ignored are what led to that woman losing her life yesterday. Because those cops were protecting a building with nothing of value in it. Okay? Nothing of value in it. Those people were taking over that Senate floor, whatever the hell that was in that Capitol building. They were invading that place to, as a matter of symbolic triumph, or whatever that happens to be, because no decisions are actually made in there. People just come there. People in charge go in that building to tell you what they've decided elsewhere. They could pretend that they made the decision on the floor, but they lying. And if you believe them, you're lying to yourself. Those people decided that shit way before they got to whatever that floor of representatives are, and then they tell you what they've decided. Second. And then they tell you what they've decided. So nothing of value was in that place. The police should not have been encountering protesters while using guns. That's not a thing. Lack of respect for human life. You see a woman climbing the side of a window that you barricaded. What would have been wrong with you coming? That brings up another point. Didn't cops used to be trained in like wrestling, like back in the day, like in my father's day? Didn't cops used to be trained in martial arts, Krav Maga, kickboxing, all that kind of shit? You couldn't have come there. It's an open window. The woman's trying to climb through it. You couldn't come there and give a Leonidas kick. Y'all know the kick I'm talking about. Let me show the kick. Cops in my father's day used to be trained in all kinds of stuff: pressure points, restraining tactics, right? Wrestling. They used to, as a matter of fact, police used to recruit. Go out there and actively, like, hey, join the police department, whatever. They'd come there and places where people are doing sports and stuff like that, and ask you, do you want to help police your community? They used to come and do that stuff. So then you have, people who are policing, who have more tools, who have more tools in their arsenal than just the gun. The woman's catch. The woman's. You mean to tell me that woman's climbing the window? Your only option was to put a bullet in her. You couldn't do the, what is that shit? Y'all know that 300 kick. You couldn't do the 300 kick. And then I guarantee you, this movie kind of at this point, how old is this movie? 2007? I don't even think it was 2007. I think it was before. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. Let me see. Where's that shit? I probably will get a copyright strike. All right. I don't need the speech, Leo. I don't need the speech. What the fuck? You should have done. Ladies climbing the window. You're getting that. This a Sparta kick, right? You don't put a bullet in her. You just say, "This is Capitol Hill," right? You kick them off the window. Morena says, "Love that movie. The men were hot as." Well, I mean, those men trained really hard to look like that. So it's good that you're giving them that compliment. Morena Reyes, you're right, comic. Shoot to maim if you really need to use your weapon. Yeah, and that's the other thing. These cops, again, badly trained. You really need to shoot to kill at every situation? Really? You really need to use a gun at all? I'm sure like a face full of mace would have deterred her too. So if she's trying to climb there, you don't mace her in the eye. I really think you have a whole bunch of protesters behind her, right? They see her get 2 eyes full of bear mace. They're going to think twice about coming close to that window. But, instead you put a bullet in her. My mind is blown. I'm just mind boggled by this whole thing. you go, the lack of respect for human life and bad police training, and then people's voices being ignored. Morena, that's the third component of the Venn diagram that I had put up here, is the people's voices being ignored. No matter what side of the political aisle you're on, if you're a non-official, like you don't occupy any political office, you've experienced the silencing of your voice. You've experienced it, whether it's the left or the right. And so when you're ignored, you want to have your voice heard, and that's what happened in Capitol Hill just a couple days ago. I mean, it's still going on now. I don't know what the status is now. It's still a developing story. So I just wanted to get on here, and because I was really mad. The other thing I was mad about is, had this been a black woman, let's be honest. By now, there would have been a million pictures of her, with her Instagram pictures, doing whatever it is. Let's say she had a cell phone, that's shaped like a gun. Like there was a kid who had a cell phone shaped like a gun one time, and when he got killed by police, not anything to do with the cell phone shaped like a gun. They put that stuff on the on the news, like, hey, look, here you go. So anything that girl would have done, in the past, they would have been putting it up there. Whether she's counting money on Instagram, like, yeah, and have like a some sort of colors on that can be construed as, she's gang related or whatever. They would have done that, but they're not doing that with this woman, right? So that's one side of the media that's fucked up, right? The other side of the media that's fucked up is the Fox News people, who when it's a black person, they do that, right? So I don't know, man. The whole thing is screwed up, and I'm washing my hand of the whole political scene. 2021 is my political free. I'm gonna keep it politics free. No, screw politics. Right now. You see what the chat room's saying. Hold on. Comic. When I was younger in the Bronx, the police were at least 6 feet tall, Irish, and very. Jeez, how old are you, Moreno? Yeah. Did they talk like this? Yeah, she. Oh, let me get. Oh, Cortez, you're back. Cortez, how's it going? You found a laptop?
No, I'm just gonna listen to you, bro. I don't.
Yeah, good. I was just explaining to Morena what my ideas were with this thing. Why he
I'll
died.
listen to you, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. They should have handled it. I mean, come on, it's a woman, bro. It's bullshit.
Look, even if it's a dude, look, cops used to be trained in physical sports like what do you call it? Kickboxing, whatever. Some dude trying to climb through the window, you can't kick him out the window. And it wasn't even an outside window. It's an inside window. It's one of those doors. You ever see those doors that they have a window that's like waist high, from waist high up? Yeah, it's one of those.
I know, it's just so ridiculous that we're even like. I find it so ridiculous, bro, that we're even fucking like trying to like think that they really didn't have any. That they felt they didn't have any choice. They knew they did.
Yeah,
they killed her cold-bloodedly, bro. That's what it was. It was cold-blooded
murder. And you saw her body go tight. You saw her body go tight. You ever see somebody get knocked out and their limbs freeze up? You saw that happen. Like, wow, man, this shit's fucking me up.
Usually, when something is like mortal, like if you cross this line, you die. They'll let you know. You know what I mean? They don't put somebody by like, dang, they would have let you know at as soon as all those people started, gathering around. Yeah. They let you know, bro, because we look at these things, people, as when we're being mischievous, whatever, however the fuck you say it.
Mischievous,
yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
think of it as a woman, mischievous.
Mischievous. Yeah, there you go. All right. When we're being like that, we look for every little opening, every little nook and cranny, everything, bro. You know what I mean? Why lie? We do. So they left that open on purpose to murder her.
Let me ask you something. As a former criminal, I hope former. As a former criminal, have you ever been maced before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it pleasant?
No.
Now, the thing is, you caught human mace. Have you ever been bear maced?
Yeah.
Right? Mace that they use on bears to prevent bear attacks.
The whole body, bro.
Yeah,
like your balls, everything. It's like burning.
Now, you mean to tell me you think that building needs protecting, and all you have are guns? You don't have mace, you don't have baton, nothing. You don't have tasers. I'm sorry, guy.
Protecting from her. What was she gonna do, bro? Go through everybody's desk, and they're just gonna stand there and
like,
bro. Well, what's going? Something's wrong with this, bro. That was murder. This needs to. We should blow this up, bro. You should there's got to be like something deeper, bro. Something.
Look, that the other thing that's fucking me up is on Twitter. And again, let me see if I can't get on Twitter here real quick. Because
Oh, hey, Morena.
on Twitter, these people,
Uh-huh.
these people who are on the left, who every other tweet and every other day, they're complaining about black people getting shot in the streets. Where's the compassion? Where's this? Where's that? And this woman who got killed, they're making jokes. They got memes for her. They got memes. They got jokes.
No, no
You
way,
know, like
bro.
like
I haven't seen that. Really?
yeah. Let me show you real quick.
Oh
It's
man,
like that's
shit,
shit that's
really? That just
uh
happened, bro.
yeah, and this
How?
shit just happened. But, like these people, bro. I don't understand. There's another guy here, Comic Tropes. At least that's how he pronounces stuff. Exactly, their logo is based on all sorts of knockoff merch. Time to crack down on abandoned. Fuck that guy. I'll address what he said later. What it is a lot of the protesters had a Punisher skull on their chest, and then this leftist dude is saying that Marvel should start cracking down on people wearing the Punisher skull. He doesn't understand how copyrights work. You have control over who sells your logo. You don't have control over who wears your logo. That's not a thing. But hold on, it's this one.
Real
Yeah,
quick, okay,
yeah.
what's the left? What's the
I'm
left? I'm gonna try to memorize this. The left is the ones that go for gays and all that, and the right is the ones that Trump.
okay. Well, the left is they have Black Lives Matter, Antifa, gay and lesbian, rights and stuff like that. They kind of trumpet that stuff, and the right are more conservative, Republican, Trump, George Bush, that kind of thing. I'm kind of simplifying it so that if you get a rough idea, since this is kind of like the first time you seem to be considering those two ideas. I'm just simplifying it, but it's a little bit more complicated than that because you have a lot of conservatives who are leftist. They believe in gay rights. Like for me, I believe in gay rights. Live your truth. You know, I believe in gay, lesbian rights and stuff like that. Uh, and I'm against police brutality. It seems. Oh, you
Oh,
were knocked
thank
out
you,
again,
bro.
buddy.
Dude,
Oh,
you don't know how many times I got beat the fuck up. Oh, let me tell Morena something real quick. Morena,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
wasn't saying that it was right what happened to George Floyd. I've been beaten up, but I think that what happened.
What the hell, man? I guess you know what it is. I'll probably have to tell him to write it in a comment, and I'll read it out for him. Hey, can you, Kilo? Can you write it in the comments, and I'll read it out for you if you can't get the message out before you get yanked off again? Are you there? Here you go. How Ashley Babbitt thought it was gonna go. Cortez, Kilo. This is the joke that they're making online. The Wonder Woman scene, and they said this is how Ashley Babbitt thought it was gonna go. And it's the body's not even cold yet. In fact, that's what I replied to. I was like, the body's not even cold yet, bro. And you're making jokes. This woman just died, and the thing is, this is the very woman who is an Air Force veteran, meaning you have a lot of the privileges that you have right now because she went overseas to fight in wars to give you privileges here. She went over there. Like for me, the wars we fight overseas are nothing but economic interest. I mean, I get that a lot of times we protect innocent people and stuff like that, whatever. But let's be honest, most of it is about protecting economic interests that we have. Whether it's oil or property or whatever. Hold on, Morena. I know what he meant, but it still doesn't justify the excessive force that resulted in his death. Absolutely, Morena. That was my point to him too. That and the other thing is, somebody says they can't breathe. Remove the restriction you have on their windpipe or whatever that is. Somebody said that like there's no. And the other thing I wanted to Cortez, you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Cortez, I want to actually touch on something you said before. Like you stressed on the fact that you're a criminal. Those things don't mean anything to me. Like, let me finish my point. Those things don't mean anything to me. Your body doesn't know the difference between you being a law abiding citizen and a criminal. If you can't breathe, you can't breathe. Your biology doesn't care about what about your citizen status. You get what I'm saying? And the guy said he can't breathe. You have your knee on his neck. When he was standing up, he said he can't breathe. That's fine. Okay, stop bullshitting around. But he's on the floor, and you got your knee on his neck. He says he can't breathe, and you're
I
sitting there,
know.
and you're sitting on his neck, looking at the camera, smirking. Nah, man. Like, and
Dude, people like you, bro.
this guy keeps getting yanked off. Hold on. Comic, we have been desensitized. Yes, absolutely. Even seeing someone's death.
People
Kilo.
like you, bro, are like angels, bro. No lie. I mean,
No, but
there's a world
Kilo.
that's fucked up, bro. The one I just came from, that I'm no
Mhm.
longer, and it's not at all pretty, bro. And I really wouldn't wish it upon you, like to be on the either side.
Yeah.
If you're even kind to these people, to people like who I was, we those are our avenues. Those are our way out. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And there's people there's homeboys of mine, there's motherfuckers that are evil as fuck. They will take your life. I mean, I that day that I was telling you that they put me, hanging out the thing, was because I was gonna take a cop's life. I was almost throwing him off the balcony. I beat down his partner because they came in. Well, I started it too, but I mean, they had no right to come in my home. It was the task force. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But anyways, I like your way of thinking, bro. I really do. I really, really do. It's just, I guess I'm just so fucked up in the head, like
No, but I'd
that.
like to ask you. I'd like to ask.
And I have to accept it, that if I'm gonna take someone's life, my life is gonna be taken.
Uh-huh.
So I shot at. I've been, whatever, and I've learned. We learn that we as a at least in our gang, Southsiders, we have to accept, not cry, not be like, oh no, I'm innocent, I don't belong. No, no, we we know we fuck up. We know who we are. We're not innocent. We're not. And go to jail and say something like that. You're
Who are not innocent, Kilo? Who are not innocent?
uh people who go out there to hurt people, to rob people, take advantage of people. When the world is yours, when you believe that the world is literally yours, and by world I mean everything you see, hear, and touch, everything around you at that moment. That is the world. That is what we're taught.
Yeah.
Not the whole wide world, not at that point, not at that moment, but everything around you, people, everything, everyone around you, everyone you can reach through the phone, through everything. You
Okay. Here's what I gotta say about that, Kilo. The Our society does not belong to criminals. We will not live our lives based on, or we're not gonna revolve our lives around your habits. We're not gonna
exactly,
revolve our lives
exactly.
around your habits. So I get that. Okay, you look for weakness, and if you find weakness, you'll exploit.
No, I
No,
don't
no,
do
no,
that no
no,
more,
no.
bro. Not
I'm
no.
yeah, I'm talking about the criminals you're talking about. I get it, right? But we don't live our lives around you, around your set of principles. Society lives by the rules that society set, And our rules include compassion and fairness.
Man, I need, dude. You should, bro. I need you in my life, bro. I need to hear this shit, bro. I've become so fucking cold blooded. Not cold blooded as in a cold person, but like so thinking that the world is cold. You know what I mean? Because I've seen cold shit. Even when I was innocent, I've been taken in. I've never robbed anybody. My father, he taught me never to rob people. So that's like my only thing I've never done. I've never robbed anybody. I've heard of like everything I do. If you look at my crime files, you'll see like 17 felonies. They're all violent. I was proud because I thought, look, I've never hurt anyone. I mean, anyone important, only gang members,
Yeah.
I've never robbed innocent, what I call civilians. And being like the type of person I was, I would never allow anybody to do something I wouldn't do. I couldn't be around anybody that I could not control.
Okay.
And if they chose to not listen, then they were gonna get what they got. They're gang members, so
there's a reason why. There's a reason why when you behave like you used to behave, we section you off and have you in an environment that suits how you behave. Okay, we have you in that environment. We don't, and then you can behave that way all you want among other people of that same caliber. But what we're not going to do as a society that wants to become better, we're not going to regress, because the behaviors that you're talking about we don't behave like that as human beings anymore. We've progressed. We've gotten better, and societies become more advanced for it. We're not going to regress. We're not going to regress because
you're the kind of person that got me on the straight path, bro. You remind me of that man in jail. After so many years, I was treated like a human being, bro. I was in there for whatever I was in there for, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't expect to be treated like a human being. You never do. You never fucking do. You know what I mean? And you never care. That's like the mentality, And even right now, my heart, like, stomach stiff and thinking about it. But I was in lockdown because they put this new law where they no matter what you do, they're gonna put you in lockdown. They thought I was from Barrio Azteca. It's a prison gang, and because all my friends are from there. Not me though. Like I tell you, I'm not a follower. I've never been a follower my whole fucking life since I joined the gang at 3 years old. I've never been a follower. I can't take orders. I will not take orders. I gotta know what, who, what, when, why.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna like blindly like tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yeah, I respect that. They got you. They got you, bro. Don't worry, I'll pay the ransom. In the meanwhile, though, in an effort to stop the vilifying or ignoring of someone who's passed away that the media is doing, and the media has not done this, but I'm gonna do it with my little nothing channel and my little nothing what do you call that? My little nothing audience. So I'm not saying you guys are nothing. I'm saying in terms of size. I don't have anywhere near the size of like Young Turks or anything. They won't do it, but I'll do it. I'm gonna put a voice, a face, and a name to this woman who lost her life. Here we go.
We got this migrant caravan. You know what? Huh? You got where is Kamala? Where is Kamala? Talking about ISIS like KKK. We got this migrant caravan. You know what? We have thousands of people on the other side of the border. You people can't get to work. Our economy is going to take an absolute tank because you guys refuse to choose America. our drugs are out of control. When you have to have a budget to clean up human fecal matter off at the board, where is everybody? That is a problem. Okay, this is absolutely insane. The meth problem, the fentanyl problem, the heroin problem, the illegal this is crazy. Okay, like everybody wants immigration, but we need to do it the right and correct way. This is getting out of control, and you guys are lying. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? And why are you so worried about what everybody else is doing? I want to talk about what you're doing. Like I said, you can consider yourself put on notice. Me and the American people. I am so tired of this. I am woke, man. This is absolutely unbelievable. Get your shit together. Thank you. Huh?
All right.
Huh?
And the rest of that video is a repeat of it. So I don't know why she did that. Oh no, that's Galaxy Views. I thought maybe that was her personal channel. Let me see what else. You guys saw this one already, so I won't put that again. What else? See, the Young Turks, they usually get what do you call that? They usually get priority and YouTube's algorithm. So I expected to see the TYT logo in one of these videos, but no, they're not really focusing on giving this woman a face, a name, and a voice. So I'll do it. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, and thank you for your service. And the thing is, before anyone calls me a pro-Trump this, right wing that, I'm not in agreement with everything she just said in that video. I'm not. There are some things I didn't agree with. Some of them I do agree with. Like we should be focusing on our problems here. You know, what did Zod say? Remember Man of Steel? I'm not gonna do that. I'll definitely get a copyright strike if I put Man of Steel on here. But in Man of Steel, when Zod hold on one second. Wow, she's Kilo Cortez. Wow, she's got the right to speak, and now it seems as though that's being taken from us. Yeah, you agree with her? Yeah, I agree, Kilo. I agree with some of what she's saying, and especially, you know what really resonates with me? Yeah, Smoothie. That's the woman who got shot. You know what really resonates with me? When she kind of said what General Zod said in Man of Steel. General Zod, while he's being taken away in cuffs and put into the negative zone. No, actually before that, while he was taken over, he said, "You people are the cause of this, of the planet being destroyed, because you saw what's happening, but you sit in your senates, with your endless meetings, your aristocratic bullshit when people are out there, about to die because the planet's about to blow up. I think that's kind of like the same thing that Ashley Babbitt was saying here. Like, we got problems. Got the fentanyl problem. You got homeless people in the streets, San Diego, and she's from there, so she can tell you that it's literally a shithole country there. Literally a shithole country where they have garbage bags full of human feces out in the streets because of the homeless problem. People are not finding places to go take a dump, so they take a dump in garbage bags, fill it up. Just imagine a big filled up garbage bag full of shit, and it's lined up. And I've seen a video of that. I won't put that here. I've seen a video of that with like rows of garbage bags that are full of shit. So you got that problem going on with homeless people, and as a matter of fact, it kind of reaches over to Philadelphia, also, where you got. I mean, we were driving somewhere. Me and my mom's friend. Give me a minute. My mom's friend and I were driving somewhere, and we came across a crowd And I kid you not, for the next 3 minutes, I mean, count how long 3 minutes is, right? That's 60 seconds times three. And just, think of it: one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, four Mississippi, right? All the way to 60, right? And do that 3 times over. For something like 3 solid minutes, we were driving past homeless people. That's the kind of problems we have. And it's not even as bad as other states. This is in Philadelphia. So if we got these kind of problems here, why are we focusing our energy and our money, our trillions of dollars elsewhere? We got people literally with no roof over their heads, literally with nothing to eat. When here's another thing. I didn't expect this to go this long, so I will actually start doing my work while I speak here. Kilo, you're back. When you're back, let me know in the comment, because I can't see when you're back or not. And I definitely won't see if you're back or not if I don't look beyond my screen here, because my screen's gonna go into some work now. But to warm up, I think I'll open up a piece that, no, this is what I'm doing for Doc Lore. I'm doing actually, you know what? Instead of warming up, you know what? Yeah, I need to warm up. So let me open something else. Instead of focusing on these problems that everyone else are having in the world, I think that we should focus on what we're going through here. It's not. I'm not being cold-hearted. I'm not saying screw everybody else on the planet. I'm not saying anything like that. But what I am saying is, we have problems, and we need to focus on our problems. We can't be out here. Hold on, Kilo, you here? Kilo, you're muted up, bro. You're muted. There you go. You're unmuted. Talk. Let me hear you. You there, Kilo? Oh, they got him. Let me see. You know what? Maybe what I should do is, here we go. That way I could see when Kilo pops up again. There we go, Kilo. Boom. You're in, Kilo. Unmute yourself.
All right, my bad.
What's up? What's going on, bro?
Hey, you got a great point, bro. Cause see, a lot of people I'm not even from here, bro. I'm from Mexico, right?
All right.
But I'm stupid enough to know, bro, that every country has its borders. Mexico has its borders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were stopping the what do you call it? See, because I don't take sides, bro. I just take the side that is right, in my opinion. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, I'm always right. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I take the side that's right. And Mexico is stopping Hondurans from coming in. Yet we've always been coming in out of America. And, not a lot of Mexicans back them up and fed them and all that. But, truth is, Mexico, the country of Mexico was stopping them from coming in, and now it's stopping them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what are they stopping? I don't really follow. Stopping what? The migration? Oh, they got them. The Mexicans got them. I'm trying to see if there we go. He's back.
Not the Dominicans.
The Mexican got you. The Mexican got you.
The what?
The Mexicans got you. I paid the ransom.
Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, the $7, yeah, they come motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, no, yeah, they there's just fucked up shit everywhere. People are fucked up. People of the world are fucked up. And the way I see it, if you're gonna come to the United States, do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy, but do it the right fucking way. And if you're gonna come, be fucking behave. This ain't your fucking country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, bro, I've always preached that, right? And yet I've always done the opposite. But I've always been ready to. This is my excuse, right? You know, we all justify our stupidity because we're not
Yeah.
perfect. I always say, well, you know, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Whenever they want to kick me the fuck out, they'll kick me the fuck out. Luckily, I kind of like, I stopped gang banging, you know, right? You know,
Yeah.
at this time when it, but before,
Oh, the gangbangers got him. You shouldn't have been talking shit, Kilo. The gangbangers got you. Kilo, what up?
hey, bro, my bad.
The gangbangers got you. I paid the ransom, bro. You good? You good?
This will stop right now, like around it's 6, like at 9. Anyways, I gotta let my phone charge right now. Anyways, so I'll be on the comment section for a little while, bro. But yo, get down, bro. You're gonna have a lot of people, bro. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna talk to people about you, and not gang members. I hope for
Not
sure.
gang-
I don't talk to gang members. You know what I mean? Like all my homeboys are all sadly at this time they're all literally really. You know how many say, oh, they're all dead or they're all in
Oh
prison.
wow.
Well,
Really?
but mine are really, really there. You know what I mean? Because I'm already old, bro. So you know, I'm not an old man, but yeah, you know,
Well,
they.
you got an old man's you got an old man's perspective where you've seen a lot, which is good. Which is good. That means you're wise. You know what I'm saying? Which is fantastic, by the way. That's not something to take lightly. And I always respect people who at a very young age, people who at a very young age have experienced a whole lot of stuff. I always respect that stuff because you know I would say that I've been very lucky that I'm not I haven't experienced a whole lot of trauma in my life. You know, I experienced enough, just not the to the extent that many people have suffered. You know, so kudos to you though. Props to you, Kilo, for not only not only getting past a lot of your anger and stuff like that, because you had said that what were you saying? You saying that even though, give me a minute. It's really hard to talk and do the art at the same time, but I'll try. Um, Even though there are a lot of people who hold on to the hurt for a long time, it seems like you're not that kind of person. It seems like you see where you messed up at, and you're trying to do better. And a lot of us need to kind of like be of that mindset, because there's a lot of people running around out here full of hurt, and then they end up hurting other people because they're full of hurt. And I respect that about Kilo, that he sees how his life used to be, and he's genuinely trying to be better. Yeah. I feel a little bad doing something with guns because guns were involved with that woman's unfortunate situation. But we have to be able to compartmentalize and put things in their right perspective. Guns didn't kill that woman. Someone badly trained killed that woman. So keeping that in mind, yeah, I'll continue, drawing my stuff with guns in it. There have been crimes where people beat someone to death with a hammer. We still use hammers, right? We still nail our picture frames on the wall, right? We still build buildings, right? So yeah. How you guys doing this Thursday morning? How's everything going with y'all? Any other news beside the whole takeover, the whole coup that's going on over right now in Washington? That is Washington that's taking place in, right? It occurs to me that this woman here that I'm drawing has a Black Widow feel to her, and that's fine. I guess I probably have Black Widow on the brain. But I kind of work on her on and off as a, what do you call it, a warm up. So before I do actual clients work, I do a few lines on her. That way my brain and my hands are warmed up, and I don't make mistakes on clients' pieces. And in fact, I had started coloring her. It's not for it to ever be finished, really, but I had started coloring her with red hair, orange hair. When I had started it on Fighter's live stream, they chose blonde. What do you guys think? Blonde or redhead? Type in redhead or blonde in the section to let me know. And where's the one where she was colored? Speaking of colored, did you guys hear that guy called Ahmaud Arbery colored in that new video? That new video that was released? Apparently, one of the gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, who shot Ahmaud Arbery was a whole Klansman. I mean, the things that came out that guy's mouth, I can just imagine him calling me boy. Hey, boy, what you doing in this here neighborhood at night, boy? Don't you know you need to stay on your side of the street, boy? Matter of fact, in your side of the city, boy, we don't like it. We don't like your kind around here, boy. That's literally how that guy was speaking. If you guys go to, I forget what the site is. I mean, it is YouTube. I forgot what the page is that I saw that in. I don't think it was TMZ. It might have been TMZ, and TMZ probably has one. Like probably has a, let me see if I can erase this part here. There we go. I can't erase this part here. You guys ever heard of Krita? That's the program I'm using here. I don't have Photoshop. I can't afford it right now. Hey, Eddie, I can't afford Photoshop right now. I'm not a high value man yet. You know, I got bills, and I don't want to use pirated software anymore. I used to use pirated software some time ago, but I've decided that since I want a new kind of life, right? I want a new kind of life where I do everything the right way. I don't use stolen things anymore. So pirated software, no. Copyrighted material, no. How come this thing won't move? Let me see if I can't move you out the way here. Boom. There we go. What we're going to do is get... Is anyone saying that anything on the live stream? Kilo, you're back. What up? Morena, I was just joking about what people misinterpret Eddie's message to be. People misinterpret Eddie's message about high value, and so I'm just kind of like breaking Eddie's balls a little bit. So even though Eddie explains that being high value is a mindset that you take care of your responsibilities. If you have a woman, you take care of her, you do your best, etc., etc. The guys that put Eddie's videos on blast, the guys in the manosphere, they keep calling Eddie, all kinds of names. Some of them are homophobic names, and they keep saying that, yeah, Morena. They keep saying, that Eddie is teaching women how to be materialistic. That's what that is. That is all that is. I was just breaking Eddie's balls. Not literally, obviously. I'm sure Eddie's balls are just fine. Until he crosses the wrong man. Eddie would rue the day he crossed the wrong man. Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right. Why did I do Predator? I think I should shut this down and start a art stream instead, because this was a venting stream and I don't want that to taint what I'm doing here. Let me shut this down and start something else. Everyone, I'm about to shut this down and start a live stream instead. What happened with Eddie Kilo Cortez? What happened with Eddie is nothing happened with Eddie. It's just I made a joke and I'm explaining the joke to Morena. Nothing happened with Eddie. Don't worry about it. It's just I explained to Morena why I said the joke is because a lot of guys in the manosphere keep misinterpreting what Eddie said on purpose. Guys, Eddie, Morena, I'm about to shut this down and then restart a live stream. I don't want this to be the art stream because this was just me venting. All right, shutting it down right now. End broadcast.